Today, I'm about to talk about Caitlin Clark's historic performance where she had 19 assists last night, breaking the WNBA record. But before I do, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and most importantly, comment on the video. Engagement is huge for us. If you comment on this video, you will have good karma for a full year. Last night, Caitlin Clark broke the WNBA record for assists in a single game. Not by a rookie, by any player ever in league history. She had 19 dimes last night to go along with 24 points and 6 rebounds, and she shot over 50% from the field on 10 of 9 shooting. I would also like to point out that she very easily could have had 23, 24 assists. There were a number of dropped passes. There were a number of balls that were fumbled, missed layups. I mean, it very well could have been closer to 25 assists. She was phenomenal last night. She accounted for over 60 points on scoring and assists for her teammates last night. Now, look, I'm not going to sit here like some of the national pundits and act like before this year I ever watched the WNBA. I didn't. I have only started watching the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. That's it. I have never watched a WNBA game from start to finish until this season, right? But when you think about this from a historical perspective, a rookie breaking an in-game record, a game record, right? That is unprecedented. We don't see that in sports ever, right? Think about it. That's like a rookie quarterback breaking an all-time passing yards record or passing touchdowns in a single game, right? Or a rookie safety having 4 interceptions in a game, breaking the all-time record. It just doesn't happen, right? Same thing with the NBA. Have we ever seen a rookie break a record in the last 25 years, a game record? It's unheard of in sports. We don't see it. What we saw last night was historic. It was historic. And this game has not happened in a vacuum, right? This is a player in Caitlin Clark who has been the best rookie from the start of the year until now, and she has only gotten better and better as the year has gone on. On the season, she has had 18 games with at least 15 points, 10 games of 20 or more, and 2 30-point games, right? And when you look at how she's progressed, she has gotten better as the year has gone on. And in the month of July, she has been at her best. She has played 6 games in the month of July, including last night's performance. She's averaging 20.3 points per game, 12.5 assists, 6.3 rebounds, just under 2 steals. She has been phenomenal. She had a 29-point game earlier this month. She dropped a triple-double, the first triple-double in league history by a rookie. And then last night broke the single-game assist record with 19. All of this in a month's time. She has been incredible in the month of July. And it's just something that we have not seen in sports in a long time by a rookie, which is funny because we've had all these self-proclaimed experts coming out and saying that Caitlin Clark won't do what she did in college in the WNBA. It's just not going to happen. Well, yeah, she's not going to average 33 points a game in her first season, but she sure as shit has looked good. She's looked better than any expectations I had for her coming into the WNBA. I had no idea what to expect. I mean, think about some of the takes. Cheryl Swoops. Seriously. Oh, it'll never happen. She's not going to come into the WNBA and do anything. She's going to be in for a rude awakening. Monica McNutt. Talk about someone who has no clue what they're talking about. She can't stand Caitlin Clark, and she loves Angel Reese. She sat there and said a couple weeks ago that Angel Reese impacts winning more than Caitlin Clark does because they had a higher winning percentage 17 games into the season when the Chicago Sky were 6-9 and the Indiana Fever were 7-11. And Monica McNutt sat there and said, oh, Angel Reese impacts winning more than Caitlin Clark because they have a better win percentage by 3%, 18 games into the season. By the way, who impacts winning more? The best player on her team, whose team, mind you, did not make the playoffs last year and had 13 wins, or Angel Reese, who's the 3rd or 4th best player on her team, and they made the playoffs last year as the 8th seed. Yeah, who impacts winning more? But what's crazy about all this is that Caitlin Clark has not even scratched the surface on what she can do in this league, and she's only improving, as I mentioned. You know, we talked about what she did in the month of July. We talked about what she did last night. The numbers are absurd. And when you look at it, she's still not playing, up to her top potential. She still turns the ball over way too much. She's not really shooting the three ball that well. She's 33% on the season, and she's not actually shot it well in the last 5 games. She's becoming more efficient as the year is going on, right? Like early in the year, I think she was somewhere around 36% from the field. She's up to 43% in the month of July. She's never going to be a 50% shooter, right? Because she takes 40 to 50% of her shots are threes. And so she's never going to be, from a field goal percentage perspective, she's never going to be up there, right? Field goal percentage is only an important stat to look at if it's like a big man or a big girl who only shoots twos, right? Then you can look, okay, how efficient are they from 2? But looking at effective field goal percentage is much more indicative of how good and how efficient a player is shooting the ball. And then you look at the fact that, her teammates are still getting used to her, right? There were early in the year 4 or 5 times a game where she would throw passes and they had no idea the pass was coming, or it would, hit them in the hands before they even knew it was there, and it would be a turnover. And she would pick up turnovers like that. She still does, but it's declined quite a bit. And so we're starting to see her teammates actually catch those passes and actually finish a higher percentage of those layups. So she's getting better. They're getting more comfortable. She's only on the uptick. She also has been playing nonstop, right? There was a month in between when she was drafted and when the college season ended and when the first preseason game started for the WNBA. So she's had no time off. She's finally going to get a little bit of a break here after the All-Star game because she's not going to Paris, which is another discussion. But then again, you look at some of the things I just mentioned, like turnovers, right? Early in the season, what did she, before the month of July, her assist to turnover ratio, 1.3 to 1. During the month of July, 1.92 to 1, so just under 2 to 1. So she is improving in that area as well. And she's playing more minutes now. So she's playing more minutes and she's turning the ball over the same, which in itself is an improvement. And then she's increased her assists. So she's improving in that area. She's improving in every area of her game, and she's only getting better. And I just wanted to talk about the historic performance last night. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and most importantly, comment on the video. Engagement is huge for us. If you comment on this video, you will have good karma for a full year. And if you don't, a puppy will die.